Hey everybody, what's going on, Arvanauts? Welcome to what day is today? A Tuesday stream. It is very late. Amazingly, I mean, I can't imagine why no one lives forever day would ever lead to any technical problems. I'm sure there's no correlation at all. No, I'm just kidding. It actually had nothing to do with. Oh my God! Thank you, by the way, for the cheer earlier today, Dragon Spear, and thank you so much for the tier 1 47-month. Wait, what is this now? 47 months. It's a 6-month gift. Wow, Arunel. Thank you, dude. That is, it's almost 2 years. It's right. You're closing in on 2 years. We've actually doubled the meme. Thank you, seriously, very much, Rudnell. I appreciate your generosity. Happy holidays. I hope you had a pleasant and peaceful one. Yes, and welcome to all of you. And yeah, jokes aside, Dragon Spear, I do have a fully prepared installer. The installer worked first time, no problem. This is not about the game. This is literally the fact that in its infinite wisdom, AMD decided to do some kind of a driver install which wasn't compatible with its own Adrenaline Edition software. I kid you not. And so as a result of these things, it consequently didn't it just, like, I turned it on, and so it just kept like blinking and doing. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then I look down the bottom. It's like, your Adrenaline software needs to be factory reset because it's not compatible with your current drivers. I'm like, brilliant. So I had to uninstall and then reinstall the AMD drivers, and now everything is fine again. Why in God's name? I swear to God, when these companies get done with this automatic update at all cost nonsense, and that isn't Microsoft, that's just AMD. Like, every company does this on some level, and it, whoa. Anyway, I know. Well, listen, you got to complain, Aruna. You got to argue with Dragonspear about that. Dragonspear is the guru who built this. No, I mean, generally, I like NVIDIA's also. The reality was, as we were building this computer, and eventually I can probably upgrade the graphics card and stuff, but NVIDIA's are way more expensive. And when we were building this, Dragon and I ran the numbers, and AMD's are just much, much cheaper. And it's not like they're much cheaper because they are absolute garbage graphics card. They're not anymore. They're not garbage. They're solid cards. But NVIDIA's are better. I mean, I just think NVIDIA's are better because the driver support is solid, but they're way more expensive. So you got to kind of put those things together. You know what I mean? So anywho, but it's fixed now. It's all working. We're fine now. How are you? And in fairness, I will say that the AMD card on the gaming computer has worked very well for 2 years without issue. So I guess they're allowed one driver hiccup. It's not like NVIDIA has been pristine. So we're ready to go with a game which is technically does not exist in the public sphere. I'm going to get into details about that in a minute. But this is the Chat Chosen Game of the Month, and I know Dragonspear is very excited to play it, see me play it, and I'm excited to play it for him and for chat, and that is No One Lives Forever. So before we get started, just a couple of quick notes, ways to support the channel. If you haven't done so already, please follow the channel. Please check out our YouTube at !arvtube, Discord !arvcord, Twitter !arvtweets, website arvanelleron.com. Financially, !arv shop, first of all, the merchandise area, !arvtreon is the Patreon, and our website, I said that already, and subbing to the channel, that's the other thing I wanted to say, as Rudnell was kind enough to just do, is another way that you can support the channel and is very much appreciated. If you have not already done so, please also consider supporting us by checking out many of our causes. Well, before I get to the causes, see, I've been off for 4 days, right? And sick in bed for 3 of them. So I'm off my game. First of all, our publishing stuff. Icarus for my Icarus graphic novel from the amazing Athos Arts. Library, my Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library, my 5e adventure and source book from Alligator Alley Entertainment. And Greyshade, my Greyshade novel, which was released May 31st. If you go to that link, you can order that book now. You can pre-order Renegade, which is the sequel, which is going to be coming out next year. I can say that for sure because I am now 3/4 of the way, I would say, through working through the incredible and amazing Emily. Just in case people are curious, we do have a award-winning editor in chat, Emily the Invincible. Working through Emily's edits, and then we'll be sending them back off to her. She'll be doing another edit pass. We'll talk about a few things, and then sending it off to beta readers, and then all that. But the point is, we're moving along at a good pace now. So So it will definitely be out next year on schedule. That's Renegade, and then Heretic will be the year after that. So you can get pre-orders of those. You can get the tabletop role-playing game, which is coming out next year. I'm not going to be able to say next year for much longer because it's next year, next week, people. It's hard to believe. So there's that. You can get that there, and you can also get, of course, the audiobook with Trent Sparks, which will also be out next year. So lots of stuff coming out next year, plus Greyshade you can get right now, and that's exclamation point Greyshade. Last but certainly not least, the causes I mentioned, exclamation point BLM, Black Lives Matter. Very important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. Oh, thank you, Emily. Exclamation point, you are making it better, so thank you. Exclamation point Help Now, which is the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And exclamation point Ukraine, Ukraine, to help the fine people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war. And this is a way for us to step up and send the message that not only we help these people, we will help others who are in need as well. And that's certainly important to remember during the holiday season, not because the holiday season is more important than any other, but because it's a milestone season and it's set with a lot of others at the same time. Now, quick note about schedule. We've got this going on now. Then we're going to be playing D&D with GOG Ghosts of Saltmarsh. And then I have some other news for you, chat. News on several fronts. Let me get rid of this and let me turn on that. There we go. Although that's not quite right. Let's just turn that over there. And let's turn up the lights. Turn on the hot lights. Hold on a second. Okay, that's a little bit better. So hi all. It's good to see you all. It's been a little while. Let me just quickly talk about a couple of things. I want to do this quickly because I want to make sure that I at least get in. I would like to try to get in at least an hour and a half of this game. So let me do this, get this stuff out of the way quickly. First of all, we have a couple of streams left this year, and one of them, of course, is happening, as I said, over on GOG Comms channel. That's going to be happening this afternoon for our final Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Excuse me. Secondly, I'll talk about the cough that's left over in just a minute. Secondly, we've got that. Secondly, we have got the Game of the Year show, which is sort of we do this every year. It's basically a kind of state of the channel, where things are going, where things have been, first of all, in 2022, where things are going in 2023, some of the changes that I'm hoping to make, some of the good things, some of the things that are challenges to consider, that sort of stuff. And of course, to talk about the coveted ARV list of games, ranking all games that I played on and off stream, although most of what I played was on stream, and ranking them all in numerical order until we get to the number one game of the year, which will be my number one game this year. Will it again be a repeat visit to the world of Fortnite? Or will perhaps Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Death Is You kill civilians and pretend that it's de-escalation game? Is that no. Okay. Sorry, that will not be on my list. However, I do have a number of good possibilities. I started to think about this list a couple of days ago, and I'm going to finalize it over the next couple of days. So that's happening on Friday night. Now, on Saturday the 31st is, of course, New Year's Eve. Now, I was hoping that we were going to be able to get in our second session of Expedition from the Mysterious Peaks, which we started last Friday. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. And the reason is that I need to spend part of that time with family. It is possible I might be able to do a stream later on the 31st after everyone's gone to bed. I might be able to do that, but I definitely won't be able to do that with a game session because the other players won't want to be up that late depending on where they are in various places. The reason that I'm coming to you, but the reason I really need to spend time with family beyond the obvious, is that I did not get a chance to spend, thank you, Brahms, with the resub. Happy holidays. Happy holidays, everybody. And Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah and Happy New Year, etc., etc. The reason that I did not spend Christmas is because, so let me see, where's my original, if I can find this. So I have this little pile over here. These are, now you're going to think this is funny, and I'm now going to be throwing these all out because they no longer apply. You may recognize some of these if you've been alive in the world. These are all COVID tests, right? And you'll notice that all of these tests say negative on them. That little dash by the T is negative. That all changed on Friday. On Friday, I had a little bit of a lingering cough, which came up in the morning. I thought that was a little odd. And so on Friday, I thought it was a little odd, and I actually felt it a little bit even when I was playing Friday night. And I was very tired Friday morning too, but I didn't really think much of it. Saturday morning, I woke up and I was also really tired and I felt hot, and I'm like, uh oh. So I went and I took a test, positive. So I dodged COVID for 3 years, just about. But it finally hit me in the end. And so I've been sick in bed for the last 3 days. I have to say that it never got really bad. And the sort of roughest day was the Saturday, which was not coincidental, which was coincidentally Christmas Eve. So Christmas Eve, I got to spend the whole time basically in the bedroom. I went downstairs with a mask on once to watch the kids. We have a tradition in our house where the kids can open one present each on Christmas Eve. And so I got to watch them do that, and then I got to go right back upstairs and hang out in the bedroom again. So that night kind of sucked. I was up to 104 fever. And I was really achy and uncomfortable. But the thing is, when I get sick from anything, and I don't get sick much, but when I get sick from anything, I have a very strong immune response. So I usually feel it, right? Like I'm usually like, ow, ugh. The 104 fever was as high a fever as I can remember having in a while, but it didn't stick for long. It was only that way for about an hour or two, and then it dropped back down. And now my fever is, if I even have one, it's like 98.7. It's basically gone. And the cough is diminished to almost nothing, and I don't feel achy and all that stuff. It was really just that first day that was a problem. So the next day I felt better. I felt considerably better the next day, and it was literally on Christmas that I basically picked up my laptop and I started editing the hell out of Renegade. So I got a lot of chapters edited over the last couple of days, which was nice. What was not nice is that I didn't get to hang out with my family basically all of Christmas Eve or Christmas or the day after Christmas. And now my father-in-law's in town, and he is in his 70s and immunocompromised. So guess who's not going with the family to see him either? So I'm going to be here on my own, all by myself. Not totally on my own. My mother-in-law, of course, lives with us, but she's way on the other side of the house and everything. So confined to my office or the bedroom, / coming out when I wear a mask. That's going to be the way it is for the next few days as well. So couple of notes as to why this is all important. The first thing that's important about all this is, hey, what's up, Rob? Yeah, no, I got it was a lot of fever. But as I say, it didn't last long. It was really odd. I mean, it was like 104 for about an hour and a half or 2 hours, because I checked it. I wasn't sleeping very well at that point, so I checked it every couple hours. And like the next time I checked it, it was like 103.6. And then the next time I checked, it was like 103.3. So like by the time the next day came, it was like sitting around 102.4, which was about like a regular, moderate cold style fever. And I have a stuffy nose. You can probably hear it a little bit. I had a little bit of a headache too. So I had all of these things, and, slight dry mouth, like all this stuff. But I never lost my sense of taste or smell. I never had this, I never had any kind of like loss of vision or huge nausea or dizziness or diarrhea or any of that stuff. Like I never had any of those kinds of things, which is very lucky. And here's my first message to you, chat. Do you know why I didn't have those things? Because your boy is vaccinated twice and boosted. That's why. I want to thank the miracle of modern medicine for making it possible so that even though, and I'm in good health generally anyway, and I'm just 50, I'm not like 75, but, still, I am very pleased that because I was in good general health and because I was because I'm considered reasonably young in the overall categories or whatever, but mostly of all because I was vaccinated. And that changed what would have been a no doubt very bad thing, because like I say, for that like 12-hour spike, I've had worse. I mean, I've had ones where I felt really hit by a truck for days, well before COVID. As I say, I've had other situations like that, but this for about 12 hours you definitely felt it. And that was with full vaccination and boosting. If I had not had that and I had been hit by this, I don't know. And so I am extremely grateful to the medical professionals who made it possible for me to rejoin you. I am extremely grateful that I have a job where I happen to be off in between, so I don't have to miss days or whatever. So that's nice. I'm extremely grateful, most of all, that my family did not get it. My wife and daughter, I mean, my wife and son, excuse me, already had COVID from that they had contracted at Gen Con earlier this year. But I did not have it then, nor did my daughter. And I'm happy to say, and my mother in law also had it at that time. But I'm happy to say that, excuse me, sorry. No one wants to hear sniffing sounds on stream. But I'm happy to say that little Arv did not and still has not gotten it. So they all tested negative twice already. So they did not get it. They're in the clear. And my daughter is still in the clear and has still not gotten it, knock on wood. So that was my first concern. They were fine. Second concern was I'm now fine. And I'm going to continue to monitor and see about long symptoms. I understand that there's a lot we don't know yet about long COVID, but we know so much more now, 3 years into this, than we did when this all started. And so that's the other thing. By the length, I have a feeling that most of us at some point now are going to get COVID. But the longer that we wait, the more we can delay, the more research will have been done, the more we'll know about how to treat it, which is why death rates have plummeted. Now, they're still too high, but the death rates are highest. In fact, they are overwhelmingly highest in, ding, 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 per capita, the unvaccinated population. So, it's just difficult. It's difficult to see people something which is so simple in a way and is available to you through the power of science and medicine, something which would have killed us 150 years ago. Hell, it would have killed us 100 years ago. Think about the difference between the 1918 flu epidemic and this. What's the big difference? Vast propagation and research into the use of vaccines. There were vaccines then, but they were extremely crude. And this obviously is on a whole different level. So I want to thank science. I want to thank the scientists. I want to thank the doctors and nurses and all that good stuff. I want to thank my family for being understanding. And I want to thank all of you folks for being understanding. But my PSA is, again, I'm okay. I'm okay because I was vaccinated. I will continue to monitor. I'm not being complacent, but I am very, very glad that I got vaccinated and that I can continue to take it somewhat easy. My PSA to you is get vaccinated. Get vaccinated and get boosted. And do it for not just yourself, but for the people around you, for your family, for the people you care about. I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, love you folks. I really do. And I don't want to see names not showing up in chat suddenly because things happened that, maybe if things were different, could have possibly been prevented. Either because the people in chat didn't vaccinate or because someone else wasn't vaccinated, a family member say, and then gave it to someone like you. So please encourage your family, encourage yourself to do it. And incidentally, in case you're curious, the best guess as to where I got this because of the time frame, there were 2 trips that I took out of my house. One trip took place literally 2 days before symptoms started. So that's too fast to turn around. And it was literally to go to a place to pick up a Christmas gift. That does not wash because A, my son was with me. He tested negative. B, I wasn't around a bunch of people when I did that. And C, it doesn't make sense with the symptom turnaround. It would have been too fast. The place, though, that fits perfectly with the symptom turnaround is a dentist checkup. So it's probable that I probably picked this up sitting in my dentist chair with my mouth open for 45 minutes, getting my teeth, getting their regular 6-month cleaning. What are you going to do? I can't not get my teeth cleaned, right? And I can't wear a mask when I'm getting my teeth cleaned. They all did. They're all wearing masks, but what are you going to do? It's almost funny in retrospect, and it's only funny because in hindsight now, but I just was like, what the fuck? Oh man. So that's the best guess. Of course I can't know for sure, but oh man. But those are the only two places I went out. So I don't know where else it would be. So yeah, I was almost like, of course. Of course. Of course it was the dentist. Um exactly. Exactly, Rudnell. Exactly. Exactly. I know, right, Astrid? But see, but in fairness, I'm not even saying the and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so prevalent that I'm not saying that like the dentist is responsible directly, but like you can't literally go into every single office and walk around and be like, "Hey, everyone, give me your vaccine passports," especially when you're walking into a medical office because they're already masked up to high heaven. They're all wearing gloves. They're all wearing scrubs. Like you know what I mean? My dentist office, I have a good dentist and the office is clean. So it's like and they're all like full up, the receptionist, the whole thing. They've got the glass sheets too, the whole business, right? So, and they scrub everything multiple times, whatever. The point is, Omicron is very contagious, but the beauty of these vaccines is that they are designed to reduce what would be severe into something which overwhelmingly, not for everybody, but overwhelmingly is mild. And that has been, knock on all kinds of wood, my experience. So that's why I did not stream Saturday and Sunday. Obviously, I didn't want to miss the Christmas Eve stream. I certainly didn't want to miss my holiday stream with my family. The holiday stream with my family is going to happen. By the way, it's just going to be delayed because obviously I don't want to also stream with my family. First of all, they got to go hang out with my father-in-law now, but also I didn't want to do that and have everyone masked. And I was just like, it's not. And they would all be a little, I need to be isolated from them for a few more days. So by the time next year rolls around, next week, we'll schedule a day and we'll get a time where little Arv and mini Arv and Mrs. Arv and I stream for you folks. So we will definitely do that. Really? Well, okay. So my dentist did not require me to spray my feet with sanitizer. So I guess that is one possibility. But that's what I'm saying, Dragon. I can't mask while I'm getting my teeth cleaned. Yeah, but I explained Dragon Spear that's why it was because of the stuff. So anyway, that's the first thing. Now there is one bit of silver lining about this chat. One of which is first of all that I got to prove the power of vaccines. But the other silver lining, the second silver lining was I got to do a lot of editing over 2 days that I didn't expect to do much editing. But the even better news is what I'm going to be doing over the next few days is two things. One, edit Renegade, and two, streaming. Like, I'm going to be here. I can't go. It's not a good idea to go hang out with my 71-year-old mother-in-law downstairs where she is. My family's all with my father-in-law. So party. Oh, man, party. So we're going to stream it up, people. We're going to stream it up over the next couple of days. I don't know how many streams. I expect to see some Ghost of Tsushima streams in there. I probably am going to throw in another Intellivision Retro stream. I'm going to be doing all of that stuff. Oh, Dragon, that is like, dude, Dragon Spear. What? If I add it up, all right, I'm not, you know what? I've had this discussion with Dragon Spear so many times. Thank you for that incredibly generous cheer. Thank you for that gift. That is very kind of you. It's not belated at all. You pretty much give me Christmas all year. So many people in this chat are incredibly generous of not just money, but resources and time and items and advice and suggestions and friendships. And so I cannot thank you all enough. But Dragon Spear, just focusing on you for a minute. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and all that good stuff. So thank you. I really do appreciate that. So yes, we will get a bonus Tsushima because I want to make up for what I missed. We're gonna get a retro stream. We're definitely gonna get an Intellivision retro stream in there. And I'm also thinking of doing something. Like, I'm thinking, I haven't totally figured this out, but I want to try to play something that's like way out of the box, like literally out of the box. Because like, I'm thinking that there's going to be some game over here, and I haven't figured out what it's going to be exactly yet, that I can probably put onto stream, or I might play a video game. I don't know. I'm just very excited at the prospect of, since I have to be in isolation and I have to not be with my family for a couple of more days, well, I'm going to get some more damn editing done, and I'm going to get a lot more streaming done. So you're going to see a lot of streams going over the next few days. So that's going to be what's happening. Emily. Now wait, I got to see with this stuff. I mean, I owe him that much. A bonus Nolf stream? I will consider that. I will consider that. And the only reason I was late is because of the damn display driver, but I might consider that. I'm not going to play this game all the way through, though. I'm telling you that right now. I know enough about the Nolf series that I have too many other games I want to play. Most of all, I'll tell you the one particular reason for this, because there's a couple of games, folks, that I want to mention, and then we're going to get playing. So I promise, actually, Dragonspear, I will do a bonus stream. In fact, I might even do a bonus stream of Nolf tonight. I might even do that. I might do the stream of No One Lives Forever now. I'm going to do, then I'm going to head over to GOG to do Ghosts of Saltmarsh. And then I might come back this evening and play a bonus stream of Nolf. How about that? I think I can pretty much commit to that. Because they're leaving tonight. They're going to be gone. So, I got nowhere to go. And I've already edited a little bit today. And then tomorrow morning, I will do a lot of editing in the morning. And then in the afternoon, we stream. We stream it up. So that's what we're going to do. Now, a couple of quick notes that I wanted to make. What was it that I was going to say? I don't remember. Do you remember? No. The 21st. What the hell was I going to say? Games. I wanted to mention a couple of games that you folks need to know about. Now, number one, I know Darkside Rob's in here. And let me tell you, Rob, I really appreciated getting a chance, by the way, buddy, to watch you play Jedi Fallen Order. I'm so glad that you got through that one obnoxious section. Rob's experience. Are you here, Rob, still, by the way? I can talk slightly longer because I know I'm going to get to play more Nolf tonight, but I will play at least an hour of Nolf today, Dragon. But I do have a few things to share with you folks, and I think you agree the news I had for you is important. A couple things about games, and then one tease about an event coming up, and then we'll get into the play. No, I'm not timing you out. Is Rob here? Is Darkside Rob here? Where's Rob? Is Rob here? Did Rob leave? Oh man. All right. Well, I'll just say that Rob, when he was playing, he's been playing Jedi Fallen Order, which, as you all know, I loved. It was my game of the year that year. And it was cracking me up because he's gone. Basically, the problem is, I think, that Rob wants it. For a long time, he wanted it to be a Dark Souls-like game, and it's not really. It's a Dark Souls-like combat, but exploration more than combat, and it's way more exploration. And it's like in the middle somewhere. Now, for me, I would prefer no Dark Souls at all, but I love so much of the rest of the game that's amazing. But it was hilarious watching Rob be like, I hate this game, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why Arv maybe, I just listen to Arv and blah, blah, blah. And then he gets to this set piece when they land a Kashyyyk and he freaking has to climb up the AT-AT walker, get in there, and then he's blasting, and then he's literally, I kid you not, he's blowing up the freaking base, giggling, and then he's like, I love this game. And then he starts laughing, and he's like, all right, fine. Yeah, it's a good game. It was so funny. Rob, when you see the VOD of this or whatever, just know I'm grateful because while I was feeling poorly, I'm not all the way back, but I'm much better than I was. When I was feeling poorly, watching you play through that would put a smile on my face. So thank you, I wanted to say. Now, on the game front, because of Jedi Fallen Order, I mentioned that because the sequel is coming out in March, Jedi Survivor. I am going to be all over that game, but it works actually schedule-wise. Currently, what we have planned is Ghost of Tsushima, as you know. When that's done, we're playing Sorcery 4. Now, come hell or high water, I'm playing that game next because I've been promising it for a long time. Secondly, I want to. I think the Dunsels would never forgive me if I didn't. And besides, chat's going to love it. I'm very excited for Sorcery 4 to wrap up the incredible Inkle series. Now that, if all goes well, we have a good chance of hitting that. I would say hitting Sorcery by late January, early February, which means that we would then be on to the next game, which would be that would be Sorcery. So we would hit Sorcery late January, early February. Now, I don't know yet how long Sorcery 4 is going to take, but let's say that it takes 2 months worth of sessions. Let's say that it's a 30-hour game and that we play an average of 5 hours a session and we get 6 sessions in. Over 2 months, I don't think that's reasonable. That's unreasonable. I think that's reasonable to do. So If we do that, then that will work perfectly. And then we hit Jedi Survivor. So we will 100% get to Sorcery 4 before Jedi Survivor. It is possible, that I might do a release day stream of Jedi Survivor. I might do something like that just to sort of get my feet wet and see how the game is, but then I will return to Sorcery 4 immediately, like the next session, and finish that up before we go into Jedi Survivor. Once Jedi Survivor is done, yeah, that'll be cool, Dragon. Once I got Jedi Survivor done, oh, that's cool. I'm glad you guys got to play together on WoW. That's really awesome. Once we get that done, then I am looking, chat, at a game, and I don't know if you've heard of this before. There are a couple of games that are on my list that have crossed my radar screen that I was like, wait, what the hell is this? So one of these games is Cocaine Bear. No, I'm just kidding. That's actually an advertisement I saw for a movie, which I saw during a couple days ago when I had my highest level fever. And I kid you not, chat, there was a moment where I'm like, I have entered hallucination mode. This is not an advertisement for a film. This is me hallucinating. But no, it's not a hallucination. There is a movie called Cocaine Bear about a bear that eats cocaine and then goes crazy. And it's, quote, based on a true story. I know, but anyway, I don't want to get into that. But anyway, so no, not Cocaine Bear. So then what we have after that is, so I thought about the Outer Worlds, but there are a few games before this that I'm looking at that are really interesting to me. And I have them all as question marks, actually 5 games, because I'm not sure. Well, one of them is going to be in our Vocalist one, and one of them might be a GOG stream. So there's basically 3 to 4 that are in this list. First one is called Eastshade. I don't know if anyone knows about this, but it is essentially a combat-less game where you go through the world and, as far as I understand it, try to analyze paintings, but I'm making it sound like art history. It's not like that. Exploring paintings to provide a more peaceful world for people. I don't know how to explain it, except that I just watched the trailer and I was like, admittedly, I might have been a little loopy at the time, but it seems really, really, really cool. It's not long. It's a few hours, I think is what they say. I don't know, maybe like 5-6 hours, something. So I was like, that sounds pretty cool. There is a game called Chained Echoes, which I have been told, not Echo Alpha, another Echo, which I have been told is perhaps and I quote, perhaps the best JRPG since Final Fantasy VI. I was like, really? So I looked. It does look pretty good. And then there's another JRPG called Sea of Stars, which also looks really good. And I also had not heard of until now. So there's that. And then the last one, which might be a GOG one, and which is not super long, but is kind of fun and, is Unpacking. And Unpacking is a game where you're literally unpacking different people's houses. And as you unpack, you sort of figure out how to organize the rooms. And you learn something about the inhabitant of each room based on the things you unpack. Seems super cool. Again, that's not super long. Eastshade is not super long. So we're talking about one of these games that I mentioned, Chained Echoes, Sea of Stars, something like that I might try before going back to the overall list, which would include possibly the Outer Worlds, which I'm seriously thinking about, and then God of War 2018. Oh, sorry, Jedi Survivor. I talked about that. But then Outer Worlds, God of War, the 2018 version. I have to do that if I'm ever going to play God of War Ragnarok. And then a bunch more games down the line. But all that is basically summarized as I found some other cool games that we might try in the new year, which I think is going to be pretty neat. Now, the last announcement that I have to make is related to specific channel stuff, and it's a tease for a specific event. I can tell you now definitively that there will be a live in-person event as part of ARVCon 2023. I will say that again. A live in-person event. It is, in fact, a live in-person event which, if you are in the southern Connecticut region or can get there, you could attend yourself live. Now, I will have much more details about what this event is. I'll have much more details about who is involved, but I am incredibly excited because I have confirmed that this is going to happen. I am teasing out the rest of it. But for those of you who said, like, what ArvCon really needs to up the ante, like we keep doing better every year, raising more money every year, it's more hype every year. How can you make it more hype? Maybe just a live in-person event. Ha 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 ha. Don't make a joke, chat, because I will make it happen somehow. We are going to have a live in-person event as part of ArvCon 2023, and you will be able to attend if you can travel to it. And we will talk more about that in the new year. So those are my big series of announcements. I think I have now announced everything that I need to announce and say everything I need to say. So with no further ado, let's get into this experience that is No One Lives Forever. That's not how to do that. That's totally the wrong button. Pardon, I am not a pro streamer. I don't do this all the time. Hang on a second. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to hit, wait for it, that button. There we go. Right. Okay. Now, here we go. Now, I have here the definitive, I am unveiling the Dragon Spear. Yes. That's exactly it. It's actually, that event is going to be simulcast across thousands of virtual and digitally unavailable services. So you will be able to get that on things which have as much validity as current amounts of election challenges. No, I'm just sorry, Dragon. It's not that. That's listen, I mean, that obviously is a much bigger deal than ArvCon, right? I mean, that's a national holiday pretty much, I would assume. All right, so here we are, folks. We've got No One Lives Forever here. Now, I have fired this up. I have confirmed that it works. I have not yet configured controls and the like, and I have to change the volume because I'm sure it's going to be too loud. But otherwise, I have confirmed that this works. Pardon me just a moment. As you can see, that was a trifle loud. All right. Here we go. Yeah, sorry. RIP headphone users. I Now that's at 50%. Let me know if that's too loud when we get to the main screen. Sorry. I can't control for that, like, because it plays differently when OBS is running. All right, so yeah, that's what I ended up doing, Dragon. Thank you. Yes, I have the Modernizer patch with widescreen and everything. How's this sound, though? Over loud, or is it okay? It's okay? All right. Let's see. No. I don't think we need that. Yeah, okay, that's correct. Okay, subtitles, we need those. Not that we'll be able to read them. Oh, man. Yeah. Also, apologies, chat. I mean, as you can tell, I'm not all the way back, so feeling good, but I'm not all the way back. So, yeah, I'm gonna be coughing on occasion, blowing my nose on occasion, and the like, because it is what it is. All right. All right. I am in the state of Connecticut, Astrid. What was the thing I was looking at? Oh, yeah. I just want to... Is there a... Always mouse look? Yes, yes. Haha! Okay. That's what I was looking for. Alright, here we go. Select mission. Oh. Normal. You will take slightly more damage when hit. The AI are more accurate. Alright, the assignment. Wow. I don't know if you all can read that, but an unknown assassin is killing off Unity's elite operatives. In spite of the danger, Kate Archer and Bruno Lawry still have a job to do. Could this be Kate's first shot at a mission fraught with peril and intrigue, or is it just another routine assignment?
A crisis has arisen. Unity's undercover operatives are being killed off by an unknown assailant. It seems likely that there's a traitor within the agency. Report to the war room for a full briefing on the situation and a tactical overview of your upcoming mission. Do not be late.
Oh, hey.
Following the briefing, stop by the training facility to hone your skills.
Listen, I'll hone my skills on your face. Okay, sorry. Okay, report to the briefing room and report to Santa's workshop. Well, how appropriate. It's a Christmas game. For gadget training. All right. (9:30 p.m. September 11th, 1967. 10 miles from Irkutsk, Siberia, USSR. Ding, ding! Oh, the twist. It's the man with the flower lapel. You've been the rosed. Two days later, ... French Embassy, Santiago, Chile. Ding, ding. Oh no, it's the guy. Wow. You've been the rosed. This was actually the original trailer for Winter Soldier, Captain America Winter Soldier. So, the following evening, ... South Harbor, Helsinki, Finland. Ding, ding. Wow, this guy gets around. Wait, did we just see that dude getting killed? I bet the guy's in the back seat of the car. Oh. Wow. So I guess what we're learning is this guy's kind of a badass, huh? Fox Interactive presents a game by Monolith Productions. Austin Powers, the final chapter. Starring Kate Archer as the operative. In No One Lives Forever. Unless you've been vaccinated. With Kit Harris as the voice of Kate Archer. Jock Blaney, Dmitri Volkov. Ken Boynton, Santa. Scott Burns as Thugs, like all thugs. Roger Curtis as Mr. Smith. Mark Diaz as Thugs. Barbara Dirksen as Baroness Dumas. John Patrick Lowry as Bruno Lawry. What? Mike Madoy as Tom Goodman. Oh, really? Nigel Neal as Mr. Jones. Good question on that. David Stalker as Magnus Armstrong. Excuse me. That damn one to find the camera button. Oh, well. Fortunately, the polygon count is not really.
Damn. Hello. Bruno, how's France? Did you collect any new bullet holes? I know how you love to be shot at. I'm teasing. I'm glad you're not damaged. Did you at least encounter an exotic temptress or two? Really? What was her name? What do you mean you don't remember? That's horrible. Of course, I'm famished. Are you buying? Then it's a date. Let's say Maximilian's in half an hour. Ciao.
42 minutes later, Maximilian.
I'm not very happy, you know. It's not like I thought it would be.
I never promised it would be as exhilarating as your former trade, only that it would keep you out of jail and make it easier to sleep at night.
More wine?
You're the first female operative Unity has ever employed. The committee is old-fashioned. They need time to get used to the idea of a woman in this line of work.
I know all that. But at this rate, I'll be a bloody grandmother before they give me a real assignment.
You can always go back to burglary and pickpocketing if you can't live without excitement.
Damn it, that's not what I'm saying. I just want to be challenged. I'm sick of wiretaps. I'm sick of eavesdropping on boring strangers who may or may not pose some trivial threat to international security because they forgot to declare a ham sandwich at Heathrow. I don't have the patience
listen, the price
for
of
it. It's
bacon
not
is
what
a
I'm
huge
good
deal.
at.
It's never fun paying one's dues, but we all have to endure a bit of frustration and tedium now and then. Builds
Oh, yeah,
character.
I got boxes
I
of
think
strong
I've paid
tissues,
my
though,
bloody
Rudin, in
dues.
fairness.
Is that what you think?
Hey, little Roy.
God knows I loathe sermons, but I'll tell you right now that you'll never stop paying your dues. Not ever. I'm sorry you're not happy, but you might as well get used to it. Nobody owes you a damn thing.
Jeez, man.
You make it sound like I'm some spoiled child. I'm not asking to be coddled. I just want a chance to prove myself.
You're right. I know it's been hard for you, but I'm confident you'll get your chance. All the petty politics in the world won't hold you back.
They've done an outstanding job so far, haven't they?
You see? What did I tell you?
Probably just one of the committee members needing a babysitter on short notice.
Ye of little faith. I'll see you there.
Why don't we go together?
I've an errand to attend to first. You go on ahead.
I have to set you up to fall. Ah ha ha! Okay. Whoa, oh my god, the sensitivity. Okay, whoa. Easy. I like sensitive, but that's... Mouse sensitivity... That's a little much. Okay, let's... Yeah. Let's take that easy. Good lord. Still a lot. Dial that back again. Okay. Yep. Oh yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, listen, and there was always something refined I thought about handkerchiefs, although admittedly, I imagine it wasn't refined if you have to keep blowing your nose in one all the time. So I am sorry about that for sure. The thing is, I can go, you know, weeks without using tissues, but when I get a cold, even just a mild one, a couple boxes of tissues go down before all's said and done. I'm going to save it before I go any further. Let's save it here. Arv starting. Okay. Alright, so. I like that Unity is actually creaking as it's doing this. All right.
Good afternoon, Miss Archer. They're expecting you in the briefing room.
Well, all right then. Briefing room. Which way? Which way? Panic. Okay. God save the... Hey! Hey! Stop nodding off. Have some pride. Have some British pride. Listen, you're the reason that 40 years from now, the UK is going to leave Europe and need a laughingstock. Okay. Wait. It did say briefing room that way, right? Yeah. Hey, happy holidays, Big Tigerman. And again, everybody, happy holidays to everybody. I hope that everyone is doing well, that you had a pleasant holiday. If you had a Christmas, happy belated Merry Christmas. I couldn't wish you on Christmas Eve or Christmas because I was sick. But, so, Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, and Happy New Year. I'll get a chance to wish you Happy New Year again, but... Okay.
Agent Archer, how thoughtful of you to join us. I hope we aren't inconveniencing you too awfully with matters of international security.
Not at all, Mr. Smith, but it's charming of you to mention it.
Not at all, Mr. Smith, but it's charming of you to mention it.
It is not my ambition to be charming.
Well, that's fortunate.
I would advise you to watch your tongue. Well, if it isn't the inimitable Agent Lowry.
Sorry I'm late, Smithy. You're looking dapper today.
Spare me the disingenuous flattery, old boy. It doesn't suit you.
I was being sincere. It was the one polite thing I could think to say.
You're still upset with me, aren't you? I assure you I have nothing against you personally. You've served us well for many years, but perhaps too many. I firmly believe it is in Unity's best interest that you retire from field operations, and I will continue to campaign to that end until you accept an administrative position.
I'm not upset with you, Smithy. I just don't like you. I do understand your concern, but just because you're too old for the field doesn't mean that I am.
Snap.
Until I'm declared unfit for duty, I will continue to prove it.
I retired voluntarily.
Of course you did.
Perhaps we should dispense with the pleasantries and get down to brass tacks.
Glad to see the spy agencies are working together just as well as always. Damn.
We lost another agent this afternoon, bringing the total to 7 operatives in 10 days. It is our firm belief that someone is systematically eliminating our undercover agents, which leads us to believe that the clandestine operations section has been compromised. It seems we have a traitor in our midst.
I wonder who.
Do you suspect anyone?
Yes, the guy to my left.
We suspect everyone.
You suspect yourself.
7 operatives? That's over half the active list. Why weren't we informed sooner?
You're being informed now. This situation has unfolded rather abruptly.
The assassin left a lily, a regal finale to be precise, on or near the corpse of each victim. Mean anything to either of you?
Well, yeah, I thought it was a rose.
Volkov.
Who?
Dmitry Volkov.
Alexander Volkov.
The regal
Russian
finale is his calling card.
That guy.
The name's familiar. What do we know about him?
Well, he was a wrestling star with the
He's
WWF.
a right bastard.
Oh.
Anything more specific?
Just what's in his file. Born in Kamchatka in 1921. Distinguished himself as an academic prodigy and master chess player by the age of 8, by which time he'd also earned notoriety for refining various torture techniques on neighbors' pets.
Charming.
It seems he joined the NKVD in 1937 and served as some sort of disciplinarian in a gulag near Kiev. His whereabouts during the war are unknown except for a brief mention in 1943 when he was spotted by an OSS officer at Leningrad interrogating prisoners of war who would later disappear without a trace.
Ah, yes, I remember this fellow. We've had dealings with him before.
Sometime after the war, he emerged again, this time in the employ of SMERSH.
SMERSH.
He's personally credited with well over 1,000 executions, spies and Soviet dissidents for the most part. In 1961, a failed assassination attempt left him without an eye. He was shot in the face at close range by one of our finest agents.
They called that the Odin
You flatter me.
Protocol.
I shouldn't
Hey-o!
have missed.
He escaped by throwing himself off a 70-foot cliff into an icy river.
Damn.
It was presumed that he survived, as no body was ever recovered.
Oh, man, come
In
on.
fact, rumor has it, he's currently working for an organization calling itself HARM,
HARM?
as Director of Executive Action. I don't have to tell you what that means.
One of these days, an organization is going to call
itself
Puppy
about
or something.
HARM?
Unfortunately, there's very little about them in our files.
Well, despite the obvious risks, we still have a job to do. In this case, a very important one.
Wet work.
Precisely. And after this recent catastrophe, the two of you are our only available assets.
To be perfectly frank, Agent Archer, you're only getting this assignment because we've no other choice. Matters of such delicacy aren't really the sort of thing we would usually entrust to a woman. Emotional inconstancy and assassination do not make especially good bedfellows,
Oh,
if
boy.
you take my meaning.
This guy is clearly the bad guy. Implicitly, but you shouldn't be ashamed. Administration is a perfectly noble career.
Implicitly. But you shouldn't be ashamed. Administration is a perfectly noble career.
I don't think I like your tone.
I believe what Agent Archer means to say, Smithy, is that she appreciates the chance, however fortuitous, to demonstrate her abilities as an operative, and that she'll endeavor not to disappoint the committee. Isn't that so, Agent Archer?
Aye.
That's not what it sounded like to me.
Enough of this. Time is of the essence. Stop by the toy shop before you go. They've some new gizmos you might find useful. Don't dally too long, though. Your flight leaves at 6 p.m.
Where are we going?
Morocco. Agent Archer, what does HARM stand for?
Hey!
I haven't figured that out yet.
Anyone
See if you can't find out.
round
And
Morocco.
be careful. Both of you.
Stands for hey, all round Morocco. That's what it stands for. Okay. Report to the basic training area. I'm a very serious agent. I put my head down, walk my dance, baby out your feelings. Kate Archer was singing Lizzo before Lizzo was Lizzo. All right. Before Lizzo was even born. Okay. I wish I could actually look at that. Is that the hotline to... For the Queen. I love the fact, by the way, that despite the fact that this is, this is an older game, we could, up until about, 3 months ago or so, the Queen passed away 2 months ago, 3 months ago, we could have basically said, like, the Queen, and it would have been accurate in 2022 or 1962 or whatever. But that, of course, is no longer the case, as we now have, the UK now has a king, but... Hair alternative replacement membership. The Velvet Monolith never said what it stood for. It's funny. Classified rooms. That's true, actually. Yeah. This is, of course, meant to be a totally realistic representation. So let me know. Are there just like random white lights in spy rooms, Emily? You can tell us. Okay.
Access prohibited. You do not have clearance for this area.
How rude. Training facility. Except for the giant lights and the cleanliness, okay.
We strongly advise that you go through the training course before embarking on your first mission. There are many nuances and features you may overlook otherwise. If you'd prefer to skip training, just head to the exit.
That's fine. Billy, do you is Willie speak when you don't? I just want to make sure that Billy and Willie both work together. Do you both collectively work to accomplish the same? Are you... Okay. God save the Queen. Advanced field tactics. Does that mean this is basic field tactics? Oh, gadget lab. So, Dragon, do I go to the basic field? Do I go to the basic field tactics first and then the gadget lab, or do I do gadget lab and then? Also, quick save is F6. Okay, good. Still want to drop these sounds a little bit. Okay. That's training. Right, but training comes first before we do all the gadget stuff, right? We start with training? How do I open up objectives? Oh, report to the basic training area. Never mind.
Welcome to Basic Field Tactics.
Sup?
This course comprises several areas, each with its own lesson. You must complete each lesson in order to proceed.
Gotcha.
Now step up to the active station designated by the flashing light.
Yes, sir,
Your
Q.
crosshair will change to indicate an item that can be activated. All right, now open the door to the next area.
Aha. I don't know why that struck me as so funny. Also, just like, it's just like, it's just like just screw you, door. I'm like, all right, well, I think I know everything I need to know. I'll be just heading out then. Okay, but here's the thing. But it doesn't do the thing it said it would do. It did not, in fact, change the crosshair. What? Controls. What are my bindings? Not that. Right. C is crouch, right. Oh, is X? Yeah, no, I see it. What the f... How do I interact with it? Team message. View objectives. Toggle zoom. Use object is E. Okay. I don't know why that would be the case.
Bystanders will often...
Wait, stop. I want to see what the right mouse button does then. Wrong thing. Right. What does mouse button do right now? Oh. I did that though. Okay.
You if you activate them. Sometimes they will share useful information. Sometimes they just want to chat.
Got it.
Be sure to conceal any obvious weapon or they'll be too distressed to talk. Try activating Leon.
Hello, Leon. It's my turn to activate you.
Well done.
All right. Now open the door to the next area.
If I had punched Leon, that would have been a problem.
If you want to skip a cutscene, simply press the space bar.
Yeah. It wasn't that. What the? I was trying to look for it on the mouse though. What?
Congratulations. You've completed the basic
I was tempted to
field
keep it
tactics
going.
course. You should now continue to the advanced field tactics area, where you will receive specific instruction for your upcoming mission. Note that new simulations will be prepared for you before each mission.
So wait. So what they're telling me is that basic field tactics Basic field tactics relies on, in this freaking particle board, not even all the way to the ceiling room, having a dude named Leon and two guys looking at each other with a cutscene that never ends. That's basic field tactics? Could I have done this in a correspondence course if I went to DeVry? Okay. Now let's see. How do I... Run, I think they said was... Caps lock was all the time. I think, that's toggle walk. Okay. What is, third mouse button, actually? Toggle zoom is mouse button 2. Yep. Okay, and backspace. Turn around. Every now and then I feel a little bit tired because you're always turning around. Kate Archer. She cannot be stopped because she can't actually go forward. Okay. Unity, huh? Okay. Advanced training. Objectives. Right. What's up, Darcisu? I don't think shift is it, no. Actually, now that I think of it, what is shift, since we're talking about that? Because shift is a lot easier to get to than enter, frankly. So if we're not using it for anything else, I'd rather shift be. Left shift is next weapon. No. Yeah, I would rather that toggle run walk be left shift. Okay. That's better. Okay, and that should be crouch. Good. Advanced field tactics. Wow.
Welcome to Advanced Field Tactics.
Sup? All right. Activate.
Keep an eye out for ammunition boxes. Each can contain various ammunition types. Once the box is empty, it will disappear. You won't have the opportunity to heal while on a mission, so you'll need to rely on body armor to protect yourself from damage. Be warned that certain types of damage will ignore armor completely, though, such as that sustained from falling or running out of oxygen.
Nonsense. I've learned from D&D you can rage and still survive a massive fall.
Okay. While on a mission, always keep an eye out for miscellaneous intelligence items that might be of benefit to us. Here are some of the items you should look for. The more you recover, the better your mission rating will be.
Sounds still good for everybody?
Intelligence items to proceed.
Hey, you know something I just thought of, by the way, Dragon? Does everyone sound good for all people? I was going to mention that the gaming computer. Okay, cool. I don't think when we played Nulf 2, when I struggled to play Nulf 2 to actually get it to run, I think I was still playing with a 1 PC setup at the time. I don't think I had this second PC setup, which may help a lot, actually. Okay, you found an important blueprint. Nice. Of course I did. I'm Kate Archer. You found a dossier. Nice. You found a briefcase. Awesome. You found a letter containing classified information. You could tell because it's a letter with a stamp and a return address and an address, and it says classified. You found an envelope. Wonder if it's top secret. You found a roll of 35mm film in the days where that mattered. You found a reel-to-reel tape. Top secret. And classified.
All right. Now open the door to the next area.
Yes, sir.
You may occasionally be called upon to arm or disarm explosive devices. Simply activate the device to enable or disable it as necessary.
Yes, sir. Deactivate.
Disarm these mock explosives in order to proceed. All right. Now open the door to the next area.
I'm there. All right, what's up? Oh, this door? Aha. Blueprint for the new Unity Counting Division. Okay.
It's often advisable to move as quietly as possible to avoid detection. The faster you move, the louder your footsteps will be. It is therefore advisable to walk or move in a crouch when you're trying to be discreet.
When you're trying to be discreet. Notice that it's spelled D-I-S-C-R-E-T-E here, chat. So when you're trying to be discreet, as in one of a specific set of individuals, one particular individual, not discreet as in actually quiet. So in this case, they want me to stand out as an individual, and I appreciate that. Right, I want to not just toggle, I want to literally just crouch. It feels like it's toggling crouch, though. Well, I guess... Okay. I wish it would stay down in crouch, though. Sorry, that singer isn't even a lord yet.
Well done. The volume of your footsteps can be modified by the material upon which you're moving.
Hey, what's up, big boss?
Be careful of tile, metal, and other hard surfaces.
I know, right?
Whenever possible, favor carpet or turf. All right, now open the door to the next area.
I didn't know that, actually, on Madden. I forgot that Shadow of Mordor used that. And then, what's up, big boss? Happy holidays! Good to see you, big boss. Okay. Shoot, I totally missed what that was. Totally missed what they said. Okay, what was my objective? Sneak past Elwood by avoiding stone and metallic surfaces, right. Okay. Be very, very quiet, chat. We're hunting rabbits. Elwood. Go the distance.
You're pretty light-footed.
If you're not sure what to expect around a corner, it is generally safe to step out for a moment to see what's up ahead. As long as you duck back quickly, you probably won't be spotted. Of course, the closer you are to an enemy, the more likely it is that you'll be seen, so listen for footsteps or conversation before leaving cover.
Oh, yeah? Now I have to fool Walter. This is a whole different world. We've dealt with Leon, we've dealt with Elwood, but can we handle Walter? That's really the question. Walter. Turn right, Walter. Why are you, what? Turn right. Okay, fine. Actually, wait.
Excellent. Proceed to the next course.
Can't get a soda. Oh, sorry. 2. All employees, do not abuse your phone privileges. All personal calls must be logged and sent to accounting on the second Tuesday each month. Thank you. Good to know.
Use your flashlight to find your way to the door.
What now? My flashlight. Let's find out what the flashlight is, shall we, chat? It's L, of course.
Your flashlight is an effective tool, but it can also give away your position. Try not to let enemies see the beam.
There's no one here. I am simply a woman you refer to as emotionally inconstant. I am therefore no threat to you. You can look the other way safely. God damn it. I went the wrong way. Darn. Yeah, Runel, if it's causing stuff like that, then definitely, you know, don't stick around if it's doing that. That sounds not great. I mean, I imagine we're not going to be doing stuff like this particular kind of mission very long, but do I have to basically just... Okay, so then if I shut the beam off... Alright, weapons training time. Weapons training, right. Okay. Firing range.
So, do you think the CT-180 will get a decent field rating?
I wouldn't get my hopes up if I were you. Have you seen the commission form for that thing? They want everything that the TR-60 and TR-61 can do, all in one device. But, hand me that atomic retroscopic analyzer,
okay.
will you? But they don't
That's all right then,
understand
Runel,
that
but
Clancy's
just,
team was killing themselves just to get the TR-60 up
Just
to
be
spec.
safe, my friend, all right?
And that was back when they had twice as many designers with 4 times the development time. Not only that, but the TR-60 was designed as an infiltration device, and the CT-180 is meant for emergency extractions.
So, have you heard what Carrington's team is working on?
Yeah, an ultra-quiet vacuum cleaner.
If that thing's really supposed to be some big secret, why the hell do they keep talking about it in the Unity newsletter?
Okay. Thanks for that incredibly exciting exchange. Okay. Firing range. Wait, what? Oh.
Hello, Kit. How are you?
Hello.
Smithy wants me to run you through a basic firearms refresher course.
Yes, sir. Which weapon would you like to practice with? I guess I'll have to practice with all of them, so let's try this.
Revolver, it can't be adequately silenced, but its simple design accommodates a wider range of ammunition types than most automatic pistols can reliably handle.
Okay. Boop. Wait. What the frick, dude? I never... That was all part of my plan. First, I convinced them that I'm not dangerous. Then, Thanks. Missed again? Wow. Am I missing something? Is that X counting as a hit, I hope? Or are those all misses?
Shepherd Arms P38 9mm.
Oh, okay, so the X is hit.
Little automatic that was favored by Allied commanders during World War II.
Oh, that was the Saboteur,
Emily.
Emily.
10-round magazine and can be fitted with a silencer.
Okay. This sounds like more my speed if I can use it. I wish I could zoom though. Is there Oh wait, there should be. Oh, how about you pick up the weapon? Jeez. Okay, that's how you switch back and forth, yeah. But it's still not letting me zoom though, and I would think you could zoom. I mean, it would just be like down the metal sight, but I would assume that you could zoom on this. No, doesn't seem to be. Anyway, it's good that I can actually switch between weapons. That's nice. Alright, let's do it. Alright. I was hoping they'd have a sniper.
The Hampton carbine is the world's only truly silent firearm. Of course, silent is a relative term when it comes to guns, but the Hampton's muzzle noise is little more than a stifled cough.
Wait, what?
It fires a .45 caliber automatic Colt pistol cartridge, making it less lethal than most rifles, but it compensates in subtlety what it lacks in punch.
This shotgun is the silent gun? This shotgun? What? This is a silenced shotgun? But okay. Let's find out. It also shoots the best. Yeah, we're going with this bad boy. But, I mean, what the hell is a silenced shotgun? That's funny, Rindell. And then I walk away. And then, wait, I don't! Okay, the only problem with this is it's not a fast shooter. Let me count how long between each one. 1, 2. So it's about 1.5 seconds between reloads, and it's 4 bullets. 4 bullets? 6 bullets? Oh, I see it down below. And then you reload normally. Okay. Still, that's my favorite of the 3 so far. Okay, we're good. Okay. Now, I guess we go to the gadget lab? Oh. No.
Some things to note about firearms. If the dynamic crosshair option is enabled in the menu, you can gauge your accuracy by the relative size of your crosshair. The larger it is, the worse your aim will be. The next function key is very important. With it, you can cycle through the...
I don't know whether... I can't tell whether that's on or not. Use crosshair, yes. Oh, ho, ho. Good thing I looked. Hell yes, I want that. Okay, now style. Interesting. Dot, no. Corner, no. Basic is a maybe. I like that with the crossbar. Yeah. Yes.
Available ammunition types for a given weapon. More importantly, it cycles through a gadget's various functions. For example, it allows you to toggle between the Barrett's lockpick and weapon modes. Learn to monitor your ammunition. Reload your weapon between firefights to make sure you don't run empty at inopportune moments.
I guess that's true, Renal. I just have never really thought about a silenced shotgun. You think of that as an up-close, like, melee, take out all the zombies style weapon, right? It's not something I think of with stealth. Sniper rifles, yeah. Crossbows, yeah. Silenced revolvers, absolutely. But I don't know a lot of assassins hanging around, walking around with silenced shotguns. Well, I mean, I guess I wouldn't know them because that would be a problem. Unity medical report. Dum-dum rounds typically cause bleeding wounds that are characterized by an accelerated pulse. Subjects frequently report being deafened by their own heartbeat for a brief period. That's terrifying. Okay.
You can shoot through certain walls and objects. Of course, doing so may affect the accuracy, range, and velocity of the shot, but it's sometimes preferable to distract the enemy before he sees you. Keep an eye out for these materials.
Just because it was my initial reference. But I mean, I'm talking about, and listen, my reference is only going to refer to largely shooters, okay? In general of some kind. Okay. Leon, please remind operatives they can use the zoom in and zoom out keys with scoped weapons for a closer view of a distant target. I would love to know more. There we go. Okay. Ah-ha-ha! And then there's a way to zoom in even more, I think. So you get there, and then you zoom in even further. Now we're cooking with gas. How do you zoom in even further? N and M. Okay. Ooh, nice. Haha. There is a little bit of bleed, so to speak. A little bit of shimmy, I think they call it. Oh. Does that not count? Alright, I guess... Oh, alright. I guess the only way to do it is to... Wait, what? I didn't even see anything, though. That's odd. I just had to take that on faith, I guess. Yeah. I mean, listen, the most silenced, though, Arunel, is a silenced revolver, though. Right? I mean, that's got to be the most silenced. Not a Magnum, but the most silenced has got to be a revolver. Fair enough that it wouldn't necessarily be a sniper.
Be careful not to injure civilians. If you kill an innocent bystander, you will fail your mission. You will also fail if 3 or more bystanders are slain by enemy fire. If you're ever in doubt, look at your crosshair.
That's
it
clear.
will change to indicate the person you're targeting is friendly. Use the holster weapon key to conceal your weapon rapidly. If your weapon is already holstered, hitting this key will draw the last weapon you had out.
Okay, what is the holster key? Is it H? It is indeed H. Hua! 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 Silenced Derringer. A silenced ballista. Maybe a silenced catapult? Hello. Oh, sorry. Beg your pardon. Hi, sorry. Sorry about that. Oh, wait. What? What the f... Oh, I hit backspace. So suddenly I was like facing him and then I'm like, whoops. That's funny. Okay. Alright, I did all that. Report to Santa's workshop for gadget training. Alright. Gadget lab. Gadget lab. Duh. Merry Christmas, everyone. Alright, mission objectives. Here we are.
Let's talk about your Barrette. In its default mode, it can be used as a lockpick, ideal for bypassing certain keyed padlocks. Of course, the more complicated the mechanism, the longer it will take to pick. Note that the Barrette only works on padlocks with keyholes.
I was about to give you a Marvel thing, Big Boss. Just be like, that's my secret, Big Boss. I'm always silent. Alrighty. Picked up the Barrette. Hello. I've got it ready to use. Yeah, the Barrette. Okay. How do I use the Barrette? Controls. Configure controls. Use object. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. E, mouse button, or 1. What kind of nonsense is this? Oh no! I assume that's going to be important later. Alright, maybe I need to crouch. Maybe I'm amazed at the way you love me all the time. Maybe I'm amazed at the way you've locked me. Alright. What the f... Maybe I'm a man. This is not working. Yep. Oh, I didn't... Really? The bobby pins have followed our testimony in this game. That's cool. Why that... Why... I don't... So you have to be facing the lock to do it. Okay. It's a little weird, but... To Technology Division. Please be prepared to move your cubicles from Section 4 to Section 5 next Wednesday to make room for the Accounting Division. Man, accounting's taking over. They're the true boss. Leon, please be sure to inform all operatives that most keyed padlocks can be shut off as well as picked. Santa. Alright, Santa.
The Barrette can also be used as a weapon by hitting the next function key. When you slash an adversary, the pressure on the blade releases a small amount of toxin into his bloodstream. Quite deadly.
Okay, it's a dummy. See, but then how do I... Excuse me. I guess what I'm wondering is, how do I switch functions? See, right now it's on lockpick. That's true. Santa is a master of breaking and entering. That's quite true. How do I switch it? I had trouble going the other way too. I couldn't switch from a weapon to... Don't know that I fully understand that. Next function is left control. Okay. Okay, that's just a dummy. Let's just not. Let's depart immediately. And not ever talk about that again. It also feels like it wasn't right. Oh, replace gadget before leaving. Yo, your poison thing is weird. Okay. Hi.
A spare bit of change would come in very handy when you need to distract someone. Practice tossing this coin to divert the guard's attention. Try not to throw it off any high ledges.
Hoo-cha!
Is anyone there?
Guess it's nothing.
A judicious agent doesn't leave corpses lying about, as they tend to arouse suspicion. Judging by your slight frame, you won't have much luck hauling bodies away, so we've come up with this special body-removing powder just for you.
What?
Sprinkle a bit of it on dead tissue, and voila! The cadaver will vaporize almost instantly.
Body-removing powder? That's certainly not any spy babble. Boop, 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 boop. Oh. He just vanished. That was very odd. It's like Vision. That was odd. Okay. Exit training. Peace, prosperity, protection. And prologue finished. Okay.
All ready to go, eh? Well, have a safe mission and come back in one piece.
For the Queen. Okay. Alright. Rank. Master Spy. Master Spy. There were 2 more items I didn't find, though. But, Master Spy. Master Spy.
Intelligence has discovered that the American ambassador to West Germany, Morris Monroe, is marked for execution by an organization calling itself HARM, or HARM. The assassination attempt is expected to come on the last day of Monroe's upcoming holiday in Morocco as he is leaving his hotel. There will likely be multiple assailants. It is imperative that Monroe survive the attack. Be warned, though, that the ambassador is extremely nearsighted and almost deaf, so you won't be able to rely on him to realize that he is in danger. You will be positioned in a residential building across the street from the hotel. Your job is to pick off the assassins before they liquidate Monroe.
So my mission, chat, is to rescue Mr. Magoo. I want us all to be clear that that's what we've got here. Whoops. Continue game. Oh crap. Please tell me that. Okay. Oof. I needed to save that somewhere else, obviously.
When are you going to take me up on my dinner offer?
Perhaps if I find myself on the verge of starvation, perhaps.
What the hell? Where is the exit? Oh.
All ready to go, eh? Well, have a safe mission and come back in one piece.
All right. I already know about that.
Intelligence has
I already know about that. All right. Protect Ambassador Monroe from harm assassins. Rendezvous with Bruno at the Grand Caravan Hotel. Head for the coast. Rendezvous with the Abigail. Prevent civilian casualties. All right. Let's select equipment. All right. We've got these. One of the world's only truly silent firearms. Well, Extremely concealable, very reliable. Am I definitely not allowed to bring that? That's unfortunate. Alright. Coin, barrette, body remover, yeah. It's too bad that I'm not allowed to use... Too bad. Oh well. Yes.
So, are you enjoying yourself yet?
Immensely.
Sure you're not bored?
I waited nearly 4 years for this chance. I think I can endure another half hour.
Good girl. You're growing up.
What do you make of all that talk of a traitor?
It wouldn't be the first time we've had leaky plumbing. Still, it's disquieting to say the least.
It's happened before?
Once. A few years ago, we lost several undercover operatives in Istanbul. It turned out they'd been compromised by the chief's very own administrative assistant. He'd sold us out for a measly 50 quid.
Sure it wasn't the chief?
50 quid?
Astonishing, isn't it? Trading men's lives for such a pittance. But spies are rarely well compensated for their treason. I wouldn't be surprised if this new mole is equally underpaid.
Well, I hope when they catch the bastard, they put a bullet right between his eyes. And maybe a boot up his arse for good measure.
You sound ready to volunteer.
I'm dangerous when I'm upset.
That's why you're always in trouble. All right. Monroe's headed for the cafe. Watch for him on the second floor patio, coming from the left.
What about the targets?
Not sure yet.
Pardon me, do you have the time?
No, sir, I do not have a dime, and I don't have much use for beggars.
Not a dime. The time.
Oh my god.
Don't get snippy with me, or I'll have you arrested.
Are you deaf?
How dare you threaten me?
Oh, never mind.
Coward!
Would you like me to call out the targets for you?
That would be lovely.
Alright, before we do any of that, let's save it. Alright, we'll just play a little bit of this mission before I have to wrap up and get ready for D&D.
To your left, on the far balcony.
I want to go home.
But we've only been here for 2 days.
On your left,
Get here.
coming out the door on the
Why
nearest
not?
balcony.
It's so foreign.
Straight
Well,
ahead,
it
to the
is
right
a
of the tower.
foreign country.
Down.
What the what? I shot. Oh, because it didn't automatically reload. Sigh. Well, that's annoying. Right.
On your left, coming out the door on the far balcony.
But we've only been here for 2 days.
On the roof to your left.
Here.
Why not?
It's so foreign.
To your left,
Well, it
on the
is
far
a
balcony.
foreign country.
I know that. But Canada's a foreign country, too, and isn't this foreign?
But I thought the reason you wanted to come here was that it is so different.
Yeah.
Why don't you try to relax and enjoy yourself? I'll bet you have a lot of fun if you just stop worrying.
You think so?
Sure.
Maybe you're right.
Of course I'm right. Let's walk down to the Medina and see some sights.
Okay.
On your left, coming out the door on the far balcony.
Got him.
On your left, coming out the door on the nearest balcony.
A little sloppy.
Straight ahead, to the right of the tower.
Seems a little weird. Goodbye.
On your left, coming out the door on the nearest balcony. Straight ahead, to the right of the tower. On the roof to your right.
Who's next?
On your left, street level.
Okay.
From down the street on your left.
What the?
On your left, street level.
Rebel!
Guess I'm out of ammo. Oh, wait, there's more ammo behind me. Good lord.
There must be a hole in my pocket.
On your left, street level. From down the street on your left. On your right, street level.
Sleep it off somewhere else, drunkard!
Jesus. There's just guns littering the street.
Coming out the front door of the hotel.
How many of these guys... Morocco just has these people running around their hotels? And they're all good with that?
From down the street on your left. I'll cover him for the next stretch. Get to apartment 12 and wait for my signal. Oh, and make sure to conceal your weapon, or you'll cause a commotion.
I wouldn't want that. Itinerary from Ambassador Monroe's Moroccan visit, September 16th, my birthday. Sightseeing, September 17th, golf. September 18th, appointment in Madame Sasha's. As usual, these people are always winners that we're asked to protect. All right. Well, they put us up in only the finest establishments here, I see. Okay, got that. All right. Let's save this. It was a different time. Yeah. Yeah, apparently it was. All right. Well, good times, people. Good times. Fun times. And I will no doubt return to this. I can now get rid of that. I can also get rid of that. I can move that up there. I will return to this evening. We'll come back and play some more of this. Since for those of you who missed it, I am going to be basically by myself for the next couple of days in isolation as I continue to get better. So I'm going to be basically doing editing and streaming for the next couple of days, which, that's a silver lining, right, to all this. But I'm going to go get ready now for D&D with GOG, which is happening in 45 minutes. Ghosts of Saltmarsh, the last one of 2022. I hope you will stop by for that. And I also hope, while we're on that subject, let me close this down. I also hope, while we're on that subject, that you enjoyed today. And if you did enjoy today, I hope you will demonstrate that by supporting us in the many ways that we have discussed, specifically by following the channel, by checking out our YouTube with !ArvTube, Discord with !ArvCord, Twitter !ArvTweets, website arvaneleron.com, financially, !ArvShop, which is the merchandise area, !ArvTrayon, which is the Patreon, and for those, and then subscribing to the channel, of course, which several of you have been kind enough to do today, in certain cases for 6 months, which is really nice. That's, 47 months, almost 2 full years now, says the meme. But anyway, so there's that. And then, of course, we also have the publishing ways to support us. Icarus for my graphic novel from Athos Arts. Library for Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library, my 5e adventure and source book from Alligator Alley Entertainment. And Grayshade, Grayshade, to get a chance to take a look at my version of Spy Warfare, in a slightly different different world and in a different context and just a little bit more seriousness. And that, of course, you can get my novel Greyshade, which came out on May. You can also pre-order at that point the sequel Heretic, which I'm currently working on through edits now as we speak. That's going to be, Renegade. That's going to be coming out next year. And then Heretic is the final book in the trilogy that'll come out the year after that. So 2023 for Renegade, 2024 for Heretic. Also, you can get the tabletop role-playing game of Greyshade, which will be coming out next year. And you'll be able to get as well the audiobook from Trent Sparks, also coming out next year. So we're looking to that very, very soon. Yeah, soon we're going to have more information about Renegade when all of us together, publishers and me and everybody, we all make the decision about like what we want to say about it. Then we'll be able to do that. So yeah, but those are ways that you can support us on the publishing side. And as always, !BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert some significance and importance of Black lives. ! That's right. And ringtones and coins too. That's right. I don't want to forget that. ! What did I say? Renegade. ! What did I start with? I started with, did I already do the Ukraine and the help now? Right. Right. I already did the BLM. ! All of a sudden I'm just like, woo, it's brain fog. No, it's not. ! Help Now, which is the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and to reach out to others when they need help as well. And ! Ukraine, Ukraine, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war. I'm going to be over on GOG Comms channel, as I say, in about 45 minutes with D&D with GOG, Ghosts of Saltmarsh. We're going to play there until about 7, maybe a little bit after. Then I'll take a bit of a break, and I will be back here probably in about an hour after that. I'd say maybe 8:15 or so, and then we'll play some more No One Lives Forever tonight. And like I said, my plan for the next couple of days is basically I'm going to stream, and then I'm going to edit. I'm going to get that out of the way first. So I'm going to do my editing work in the mornings. And then sometime in the afternoons, I'm going to be streaming because otherwise I'm just here, alone for the holidays. No, it's fine. I will spend New Year's with my lovely family and all that, and it'll all be good. But so that's the plan. So right now I'm going to go get myself ready, and I'm going to see you lovely folks over on GogCom in just a little bit. Thank you to everyone who came by today. Thank you to wonderful mods, Arudinel, Dragonspear, Emily, the Invincible, the best mods in the business. Thank you to my wonderful subscribers and Patreon supporters, Arudinel, Dragonspear, Emily, Ballstag, Big Boss. Thank you as well to my viewers. Thank you to Zero Fella. Thank you to All Madden, Craigery. What's up, Craigery? Darth Sisu, Drapsnat, Elysian, Dragtris, Lakaylee, Lenaray, Little Rory, Sarasa, Nonstop, Patrick Crusader. What's up, Patrick? And Takanjia. Good to see all of you lovely folks. Good to see you, Takanjia. Happy holidays to everybody, and I will see you over in GOG in a little bit, and then back here tonight for some more of No One Lives Forever. By the way, in case anyone's curious, I haven't decided yet if I'm going to return to this game overall in the future, but this is not going to bump any game out of the rotation for right now. Once I'm done this game tonight, because I want to do that, because, Dragonspear has been super kind, and Arudinel was convincing on his behalf. So I'm going to play some more No One Lives Forever tonight. But starting tomorrow, it's back to some more Ghost of Tsushima. I want to get that done for a few nights. I'm sorry, Arudinel, that makes things harder for you, but I'm really loving the game, and we're making good progress through it. And as I say, there will be one stream here where I'll be doing some kind of like an Intellivision / overall board game retro type stream. I haven't figured out exactly what I'm going to do there quite yet, but we'll see. And then, of course, at the end of the week on Friday night, we've got the end of the year Game of the Year show, which is going to be my rankings of all the games that I've played. I'm back. What did I miss? Very funny. Very funny. So yeah. That's the deal. So I think that's it for me. I'll see you folks over on GogCom in just a bit. But otherwise, chat, thank you so much for hanging with me. Again, apologies, I got started late today. I had some tech problems, but as you can see, the game is running like a champ. I have to say, I've had like a fraction. I've had really no problems with this game at all. The controls are still a bit clunky, but it's like night and day compared to Nulf 2, which is interesting. I don't know why that is the case, that Nulf 1 is this much easier. Maybe just because the fan patch and the modernizing patch and everything fixed everything, but like, geez, the struggle was real to get Nulf 2 working, but Nulf 1 has been no problem, so that's good. Oh, you had to drive your... Oh, no, Dragonspear. Well, I told you... Well, I don't know if you heard this, Dragonspear, but I promised that I was going to play more Nulf tonight. So you will get another couple of hours tonight of Nulf 1. So fear not. I promise that. I will do that this evening. It was a one-off thing with Nulf 2. Yeah. Well, this one is played a lot better. So anyway, but I will be back to Nulf 1 tonight. But as I say, I can't overtake Tsushima. I want to make sure I get to Sorcery 4 because everyone chat's looking forward to that, and, et cetera, et cetera. So, but that's it. So I will see all of you lovely folks over at GOG.com and then back here this evening for more of Nulf 1. Until then, everybody, thank you. Again, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, and I'll see you folks in just a little bit. Until then, everyone, as I always say, be good to each other, and bye for the moment.
Huh?